Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Slot One Super Podcast. We wanted to take a week to let the Dokkan Festival exclusive character come out, and with that, it actually did, as we expected. So that's why we are recording today. Now, as always, not always, but I'm your host Vilify, and I am not alone. I've got two lovely co-hosts with me. The first being Minato's Flash. Minato, how are we doing today?
Hello, I'm doing pretty good. We're just chilling here. Dokkan is actually doing pretty well overall. But yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay, and the other host, Masked Ningen, how are we doing today?
Doing good, just chilling. Looking forward to talking about all the stuff that has been going on. Because last week it was a bit of a quieter week. So, like you said, has waited an extra week so we'd have the new Dokkan Fest and a bunch of other stuff to talk about. Had some interesting news for things that are upcoming. So, yeah, looking forward to going over it all. So
Now, was it like this week technically where we had a data download but nothing in it, or was that last week?
I think that was last week. Because this week we're gonna get a data download literally today. The Tech Androids EZA details were supposed to come out last night, basically, at least in like US times, but
I forgot about that.
They didn't drop them, so there should be a data download later today with those details that I'm sure each of us will all cover on any social media, really. But I'm excited to see what they do.
That's weird because they should be out on like Tuesday morning my time, which means the details should have been tweeted out today in the way they usually do things. I forgot all about that, and they didn't.
Sometimes they wait right before the data download, so I guess that's one of these times, right?
Gotcha,
we should also see a bunch of a few sub EZAs, probably like 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. All right, so we have a busy show for you today. A lot of banner stuff, a couple updates, a few new events in the game, and all that fun stuff. But if you want to help support the podcast and you have any questions, comments, or shout outs, all donations, super chat comments, and questions will be read out as they come in. Obviously, we're not going to, break the conversation to read the super chat, but we will get to it as soon as possible. So with that being said, I guess we can get started with the focal point of today's episode, and that is going to be Dokkan Festival exclusive Android 16. So for those of you who wanted Android 16 to get a Dokkan Fest, here we are. We've finally made it to that point. I'm sure there's not a ton of you watching, but there's got to be at least one. And he seems pretty good, but I saw that a lot of the complaints came down to his leader skill. That's sort of where we've been at least with my initial impressions.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and talk about that.
Yep.
I've used 16 a bit, right? I think 16 is overall a good character, but his leader skill being androids is just, okay. They're being very ambitious with it. This team could either become really good or it's just gonna lack in 1 or 2 areas. And the real issue with this team right now, I feel like, is damage potentially. Like, I feel like 16 is doing really good, like with this defensive support, and if done right, it could be one of the most defensive teams in the game. I mean, imagine the 16, then Android 17. Both of them are incredibly tanky. LR Super 17 is pretty good. Even the free-to-play Hellfire 17, I used him. I saw like a team build when like kind of people were testing out teams. That Hellfire 17 is like super tanky, and he actually gets high defense. You have STRSO for the revive. You have Intifapu that could revive. Tech Androids, Ghost Usher, but I think the real issue with this team is really damage that you're missing out on, because 16, when you get to that 5th turn, he does insane amounts of damage. Like, I've had this guy, he did like 68 mil to 70 mil to 75 mil, and he's guaranteed critting because you use the active in slot 3. Like, but you have to survive until turn 5, and you could definitely get caught before then, because it's not like, again, any of these characters are completely invincible. So it just really depends. We'll see what happens. And there's also the uncontrollable power aspect, which again, you could maybe throw like Tech Broly in there. You could maybe throw in again Infapu for sure, but it's definitely, I think people are like overreacting a little, especially based on what we're seeing now that's coming. I'm actually pretty excited to see what's going to happen when it comes to like these EZAs that'll be added.
Yeah, I think you bring up a good point.
Yeah, because
sorry.
No, I was just going to say, like, the main thing you mentioned is obviously talking about his leader skill. It's like uncontrollable power seems like a weird secondary choice for him because like we definitely needed a new androids leader, and yeah, we were saying a bit before we started recording with Heminato and I talking about that Hellfighter 17. Like he got his easy A with the last world tournament, and I think we said the same thing. Like I think we only briefly talked about the world tournament easy A's, but like I said it in my own video when I tried to do a showcase for him, is he just had like no team to be run on. And it was like we needed a new androids leader to have like a proper good android team for some of these characters like him, and like, you know, the tech androids eventually were going to get an easy A, because obviously Cell was kind of that disappointing. He was the first big extreme Dokkan Fest of the year, but he didn't really have a leader skill that was good for making a team for a bunch of these other extreme units or even androids outside of other cells, like really. So this guy having androids is really good. But yeah, the secondary leader skill being uncontrollable power is weird. Like I literally, until his details came out and we saw that that was his lead, like I completely forgot, because I mean, there's only what, 2 other or 3 other Android 16s in the game. It's not like we use them very regularly. I didn't even realize that he was on uncontrollable power. Like, it seems like a weird, those are the characters you think of, like Broly's and like some of the Boos and stuff like that. Like, I didn't even realize he was on uncontrollable power. So him having it as a leader skill is definitely kind of weird, because there are some androids that end up like not being on his leader skill. For like the full 170, like I think it's a very weird choice that the banner unit 17, who seems really, really good, isn't on his full leader skill. I don't know if that's like, I don't know if it's the first time ever, because we've obviously had like 200% leads for a while, but I think is it the first time since we've moved into like the 220 lead meta where like the banner unit isn't actually on the full leader skill of the main unit, which is very weird, because he's super good on the team, but like it's just weird that he doesn't get the full lead. Like, why is that unit could be exactly the same with the exact same kit and just be like the Cell Saga Android 17, and then it would be fine. But
haven't we seen that a couple times? Maybe I missed the condition you did there, because like Champa wasn't on the Blue Boys leader skill, right?
Yeah,
oh
he
yeah,
wasn't,
true. Yeah,
and
yeah. He
Beerus
wasn't on either of their
the-
teams. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they've done that a few times, and Pan wasn't on the Omega Shenron.
Yeah, I guess I meant more for like the standalone Dokkan Fest, I guess. But yeah, that is true. The GDC, like, both the banner units were kind of weird.
And we know why they do that. Like, especially with Pan, it was painfully obvious. But like, you know, I mean, I'm kind of just like talking in general, where that's been a trend where they set these banner units up nowadays to like make you summon on something else.
Yeah, because like Pan was clearly just for Gogeta's team, and at least they were both part 2, so it's like kind of made sense. But yeah, it just seems weird, because like it's like he's only not on the team because he's an MVP 17 from Super. So like, why didn't they just make him the Cell Saga 17, and then he could have the exact same passive, and then he would be on the full leader skill, and it'd be another boost to the Android / Cell Saga category. So it seems like an odd choice, but
Actually, I looked at it. I think Beerus not Gifted Warriors, is he not? Or am I crazy?
have a look.
No, he's not. Never mind. I lied. I'm a big fat liar.
Oof,
Okay, but like, yeah, no, I just think like, you know, yeah, that's fair, but it still doesn't mean that's not stupid, right?
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, why? But I mean, he's still really good, and he's still really good on the team. It just seems like an odd choice, but yeah, 16's pretty fun. Like you mentioned, Vil. Like, I don't know if there's many people who were, you know, chomping at the bit for a Dokkan Fest Android 16, but it's a decent choice, I guess, for like a filler slot. The unit is pretty cool. Like, it's pretty fun. But yeah, his leader skill definitely is a bit weird for me, I think, because it doesn't include all of the androids. But yeah, overall, he's kind of fun. I think he's a good like filler option. But
it's a good way of putting it. It's like a perfect time to do an Android 16 Dokkan Fest, where, you know, I shouldn't have to tell you to not summon. And obviously that is something that I meant to transition this. I always forget to, but like summons, I'm sure that all of us really, I know you mentioned this a moment ago, Ningen, with your Dokkan Day tickets, but I would imagine that was the extent of our summons for most of us. It was the tickets.
Yep. Yeah, literally, I used
the
free tickets. I used the free tickets that we got from the Seriously Serious event.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I've literally just finished doing the missions for the Dokkan Day tickets, because the 14 tickets we got on the day that he came out gave me 14 SRs. So whilst you guys kind go over how yours went, I'm going to use my 14 Dokkan Day tickets now and see what happens. So,
Okay, good luck. Yeah, I'm sick of seeing AGL Trunks. I'll say that. It's kind of like interesting. That banner is just so bad. Just looking at it, there is like, we're really banking on the tech androids of Trunks being good. But like Tao making his anticipated return. I know that Tao has a lot of fans in this community, millions upon millions. So I guess that alone might make it a must summon. But like it's just the standard run of the mill 10 featured unit, 200 coin pity banner, an absolute skip, especially with New Year's being around the corner and anniversary is like, I've been saying it since September really, but like it's really going to creep up. And before you know it, we're going to be right there.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we pretty much are. Like, again, it's a month away. No.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's 2 months away. Sorry, I'm stupid.
Oh, I got a double screen crack on the second 7.
Oh, nice.
So
After a
this is
solo
going to
Goku.
be.
I thought it was going to be nothing.
It's going to be STR Goku from the Cell games.
It's the tech androids. Man,
Hey, they're an easy in.
I know, but they're already rainbow for me.
I know.
Well, to be fair, that's like out of all of the times we've gotten these free tickets, because this is like special ticket 10. I think I've only pulled an SSR like 3 times, and I think this is only the second time I've ever pulled a featured SSR, so I guess I'll take it. I've still never pulled the actual new unit with one of these free tickets, but yeah. I guess if I have to change their hidden potential at all, at least I guess I have a an extra spare copy now.
You still haven't pulled a featured unit on those tickets, like ever? A new one?
Nope. Not the new one. I've pulled a featured unit twice now. I think I pulled... On the Daima Goku tickets, I pulled Daima Vegeta. And then, yeah, now I've just pulled the tech androids off of these ones. But usually I just get all SRs. So...
I've done well for the most part when it comes to the LRs. Like Tien, I pulled Kalen Caulifla.
Okay.
I think Tech Broly. Like I've done okay. The Goku, the Gogeta and Frieza, that unit. But whenever it's like a character I'm like really after, usually it doesn't happen. Like so, like I traded an LRTN to lose the 44 ticket. That's just how it goes.
Oof.
You know?
Well, actually, yeah. To be fair, I guess they're a slightly different thing. But yeah, I did pull AGL Gogeta off of those tickets, so I guess that's.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. That's right. Oh,
yeah, I guess that's fair. Well, they're not the same though. I mean, off of like the Dokkan Day tickets, like the free. Every time there's a new Dokkan Fest, we get some free tickets. I've never gotten the new unit off of those, but yeah, I'll take it, I guess, because yeah, I didn't actually have any spare copies of them, so now I've got one. So I suppose if I need to change their hidden potential, then at least there's that. But yes, the banner is not good. Because yeah, Tao coming back is cool. Like Tao is one of those weird units where people meme about it. Like I know a lot of people in general, a lot of people in the community aren't huge like OG Dragon Ball Saga fans, but like Tao's really, really good, like solo performance wise, but his team is like obviously very limited and a lot of people don't necessarily like to run his team, and it's kind of the only place that he really works. And then yeah, everybody else on the banner, it's like Kale, Int Androids, like they're all outdated. Tech Cell and Tech Androids and AGL Trunks, obviously they're gonna easy A, which is cool. But then yeah, we got like Tech Super Trunks, Goku Cell. Yeah, like no, like basically you only summon on this banner if you really are like going in. Like you basically need to pull 16 and 17, and then ideally like the Tech Androids if you don't have them, like really for his team to be even like viable. So it's definitely, as you said, it's a good time for this kind of banner to come, because this should be an easy skip for most people, I would say.
Yeah, the problem is when they do nonsense for Saiyan Day. Like Kid Goku was really good, but that was not the version of Kid Goku that you'd want for Saiyan Day.
Yeah, exactly. Doing like the episode 1, so he's not Kamehameha, he's not Turtle School. Like, yeah, it's like they could have done, even if they still did a Kid Goku, could have done a much different one. But yeah, DB Saga is one of those things, like we talked about it before on episodes and stuff, I'm sure, but like it's, OG DB Saga should get like the certain level of respect that it deserves, but like especially when it comes to the characters in Dokkan, because they always give them those like specific links, and so like even a Kid Goku doesn't link super well if you want to run him on teams with like other Gokus and stuff. So for me, like some of the teams that I like to run the most are the ones like Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Fused Fighters and all that kind of stuff. So like those characters just never fit well on those teams. So yeah, it's like you said, like Kid Goku was pretty good, but for like as the Saiyan Day choice, I would rather not get like a DB Saga Goku. But yeah.
Right. I mean, it is what it is with that type of stuff. But banners are banners. But there is another banner we need to talk about, or two banners, I guess we could say. Black Friday, right? We kind of expected these guys to, make their return in this format. I definitely talked about it for videos because of last year, where it was like the anniversary and stuff wrapped up on global, and then very quickly you were able to coin Beast Gohan and not Tech UI Goku, but the Gammas, Broly, Gogeta, all that fun stuff. So
Yep.
they make their return this year. Obviously, this is primarily supposed to be a coin pickup sort of format for most players, but people can't help themselves sometimes with the buy one get or the buy three get one.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people summon that are watching, even if we told you not to. And I was able to take advantage of it, right? I coined a copy of Gogeta 4 and the Blue Boys.
Nice.
So now
They're
the
still
Blue Boys
available with coins, by the way. But I would say they come back on anniversary. Like they are going to
that's
anniversary. So
that's what I'm saying. So it's like if you really want to summon for those characters, just wait. Like it'll be better. Like there will be pity on that banner in case you don't have a good time.
Yeah.
Like all these things can blend together.
Yeah, it's like even with the coins, like I had someone asking me in stream the other day, it was like, I've only got like 500 red coins. Should I get Omega? And it's like, on the one hand, it's kind of easy to say, yeah, you should get him because he's really good. But like, at the same time, I guess it depends like where your account and where your box is like as of right now. Can you like, are there loads of events in the game you can't beat? Then maybe getting Omega now would obviously be helpful for you. You can beat a bunch of content, get some extra stones ready for the anniversary. But if you're in a decent enough spot where you're not really struggling to beat stuff, or there's only like a couple of the hardest events you haven't done yet, like because he's going to be on the anniversary banners, what you don't want to do is you don't want to be in a position where you spend your only 500 red coins to buy a copy of Omega, and then the anniversary banners come, and while you're summoning for the new anniversary character, you pull like 3 Omegas. And then you're going to be like, well, I wish I hadn't spent all my red coins on this guy now.
I think there is a counter to that, though, because, like, isn't your idea kind of with that where it's like, I'm going to coin Omega when they rerun then anyway? So it's like, you'll be able to rack up coins again by the time that the anniversary unit that you won anyway.
I think it depends, because with the anniversary especially, I feel like the pity coins thing is like a big part of the anniversary stuff because
I agree.
A lot of people be working towards the pity and therefore not getting any bonus red coins or anything. So it's like, I guess the thing is, I think it's more of a, because the anniversary is only like, yeah, like we said, it's like, well, it's technically like 2 months and then it will have like properly started like end of January. Because they're going to be back on banners again. They're going to be available with red coins again. So if the anniversary comes around and you do your summons and you still don't pull any Omegas, then you buy them with red coins. Whereas, yeah, if you buy them now and then the anniversary comes and you pull them a whole bunch of times, you then don't have coins for like something else. Like if like Gohan, Goten and Trunks and stuff come back, because obviously they're not on the Black Friday things, are they? Or like when Golden Frieza and Gogeta come back. Like if you've got a bunch of red coins, like if you're sat on like 1,500 or something, so you've got the option for like 3 characters and you want to buy a copy of one of the GDC units, then I think it's fine to do that now. Yeah, but if it's like you're only 500, that's just the thing where I'd play it a bit cautious, is because you don't want to use all your coins to buy that character, and then the big banner that's right around the corner that you're going to be summoning on, he's going to be featured on that banner. And so it'll be one of those typical like ironic things where you'll just then end up pulling him like multiple times. Because I swear that's happened to me in the past where like I've used all my coins to buy a character that returns for the first time, and then the literal next time they were on a banner I've pulled them like 4 times or something. Like, so
Here's one thing, right? If GDC taught us something with our coins, what do we not do with them?
Yeah, always save them until the end. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Even
much.
if you're gonna pity, you just gotta wait.
Yeah, just in case. Get those
You
extra
never
freebies.
know. That was some nonsense.
Yeah.
That just made me mad because
Fun
I didn't
times.
get anything because I was like, you know what? Let me just pity this character.
I did literally like a couple of days before it happened. I used my I changed my coins over
or
to
like I changed them over, yeah, because I knew I wasn't gonna make it.
or no, did I have? Yeah, I did have enough. Yeah, because I ended up getting all of the characters, luckily.
Mhm.
And so then a couple of days before, I just used the pity coins to get a dupe for Rose, and then the thing happened. So it was like, oh, could have waited and got some extra ones for free, but yeah.
At the end of the day, it is what it is.
It is, and I did enjoy using Rose with a dupe for those like few days with So
I wanted I wanted to
Those
do
few
for
days.
so that's why I picked him up on the Black Friday banner. I don't know. 55% can be frustrating sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but sometimes. But yeah, so I'm kind of thinking like, let me pull up the old thing here. But Black Friday, all that fun stuff, and I guess we continue the conversation of the GDC LRs, and it's not just the GDC LRs, but the reintroduction of the Summon Point lineup, if you will. They have adjusted it to where it's a little bit more desirable than it was just a few days ago now with the addition of the GDC LRs to the Summon Point lineup. And I think there's more than just the GDC LRs. I'm going onto the game right now, but they've definitely added a bunch. Like Tanabata LRs are on there. For my sample thing that I did, I ended up pulling Gogeta and Golden Frieza. So that was pretty cool. Didn't need them, had them rainbowed on global, but but yeah, I had some decent summons on during GDC. Not GDC, TDC. This new format of celebrations, I hate the new names. Like technically, if we're really gonna break it down, I don't really think they're calling it the 11th anniversary. They're calling it DSC, the Supreme Campaign. Yeah.
Well, people are still
Yeah.
gonna call it the 11th anniversary.
I know, but I'm just going like what Omatsu and Geppy are gonna call it. Like,
The Dokkan Supreme celebration, yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I'm not calling it that, but
I'd repressed my memories of that exchange, the summon points ticket, because mine went very badly again. Because
all right. So are we ready for the new lineup? I could say it.
Yeah, go for it.
So for the Dokkan Festival exclusives, we now have access to Golden Frieza and Gogeta. Let's say this one: Super Saiyan Gohan Teen, Super Saiyan Trunks Kid, and Super Saiyan Goten Kid.
Let's go.
The Blue Boys are there. Physical Omega Shenron's there. Super Baby 1 into 2 into Great Ape is there.
Yep.
I believe, was Mercenary Tao there to begin with? I don't think so.
No, not the last time, I don't think.
But then the
Although maybe,
Troublemakers
actually, I don't
are
know.
there, right?
Yeah.
Like, the 10-year anniversary LRs couldn't stay, but Tech Kaioken Goku could stay.
Yeah.
And then you got Int Hit, STR Cell, AGL Kid Goku, Daima Vegeta 3. Then if we go over to the Carnival, it's basically a very similar lineup, but the GDC LRs and Tech Broly are here now. Kale and Caulifla, I think we're already there.
Yes.
No, but yeah, so like this is some nonsense. Like the 10th anniversary LRs are still on the Carnival banner.
Yeah, I think it's just because there's not as many carnival units to be available, whereas the Dokkan Fest one has a bunch of TURs.
It's the mindset like we gave y'all Tech Vegito and AGL Gogeta for free.
Yeah.
Perunga, like you're all right at this point. So you decide to do this. I don't really think you are making. There's no bad decision to make with whichever one you're going for. You're unless you get like just ungodly unlucky, you're probably going to get something that you can either use or is going to be good.
Well,
I highly doubt that you're. Well, that's the thing, right? If they're not good, you probably.
I got Blue Evolution Vegeta.
yeah, let's
did
go.
You already have him rainbowed?
Yes.
Okay. So
wow, really?
That's just
yeah.
unlucky.
I got a lot of copies of him. Actually, no, he might be 90%. Let me double check.
Yeah,
that's just unlucky.
Yeah, so the first time around, I have not had good luck with the summon points tickets. The first time around, when it was obviously the earliest time you could actually have 300 points, it was like the very first lineup. I got AGL Scouter Vegeta, who, whilst I could technically use a copy of him, obviously terrible unit.
Oh,
And then for this time around, of all the characters, so I used the Dokkan Festival one. For all the characters that are available on this banner, so we'll go back. You just went through the list, right? Again, I've got it up here. So Frieza and Gogeta, they're 55% for me. Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, 55%. Blue Boys, Omega, 55%. Baby, I don't have. Tao, I don't have. Kaioken, Goku, I don't have. And Hit, I don't have. So who did I get? AGL Kid Goku.
who does this guy? Who does this guy even have?
Yeah, I know, right?
I was
Like,
gonna
dude,
say, bro, nothing.
I have not been
Easy.
outside of the big celebrations. I have not wailed much at all like this year,
Well, let me-
and I am missing when it comes to actual Dokkan Fest TURs, because obviously so many of the big celebrations this year, it's just been so many LRs. But yeah, when it comes to the actual Dokkan Fest TURs that have released this year, I think I literally only have like those last three on the banner. It's like Kid Goku, Daima
Yeah.
Vegeta, STR Cell. And then, yeah, from like Golden Week onwards. Oh, I did get Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But yeah, from like Golden Week onwards, I feel like I just haven't gotten any of the TURs. And yeah,
My
so
thing was
I got Kid Goku.
What
I could use
said
the
was,
dupe, but I didn't want him.
it was kind of in bad faith. On JP, I don't have Super Baby 1 Tao. That's it, actually.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, it was
then,
kind of, I thought the odds were much better on that one, considering out of the like 10 units or whatever it is there are, there's literally only like 3 that I didn't really want to pull, and then pulled one of those 3. So at least it wasn't Daima Vegeta, because he's the only one out of the entire banner that I actually have rainbowed. So at least I could use that dupe for Kid Goku. But yeah.
Yeah, Kid Goku, I ended up rainbowing on the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner, so that wasn't very fun.
Nice.
On Global, on JP, I got bent on that banner, but on
Yeah, my
Global,
summons
I
were
think
not
it
good.
gold-slotted.
I had to go
But
to
I think
Pity
what-
to get Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku
Yeah.
and barely pulled any featured units like along the way. It was brutal.
I got 2 of them before pity.
Yeah.
Not the
Nice.
flex, but you know.
That's so awesome, man.
Thanks, man.
Congrats, bro. You're like that.
you.
You're like that gif of Squidward walking into the Krusty Krab, and SpongeBob is following him, like smiling in the window.
Yeah, that's me.
That's like I'm stealing this from Twitter, but that's dead ass how people are, and like the replies if someone's getting shafted. It's like,
Yeah.
look, I got him on a single. It's like, all right, bro, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
That is the number one. That was like the number one meme. Like it always used to be. That's exactly
Yeah.
how it used to be on Twitter. If you post anything about being shafted, you could almost guarantee the replies will just be screenshots of other people posting their pulls. And it's like, cool, thanks.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff, but you know, it's always fun when they change stuff like this. And summon points are definitely a fun little introduction to the game. But the problem is you can't fall for them.
Yeah.
Because you know it's like oh, I need to summon on the 16 banner because I need 60 summon points. Like no, you don't.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the way I
decide
put it
that.
is like, because you just get this ticket that then
don't
gives
know.
you a character at random. And so like me, both times now, it's given me a character that I didn't really want. So you shouldn't, the way I put it to like people is you shouldn't summon on a banner that you weren't going to summon on anyway, just to get the summon points. Like it's not worth it, because the 150 stones that you would spend to get like the 90 extra points, that's 150 stones you could have for a 3+1 rotation on the anniversary banner. And for it to just end up giving you a ticket that then gives you, like in this case for this update, it's got all these cool new GDC LRs on it, and then you use your ticket and you get like Daima Vegeta. That's like, yeah, you should have just kept those stones for
What's wrong with Go?
even unfortunately even Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku couldn't save him as much as people had hoped that might be the case, but no.
Who are we talking about?
Daima Vegeta.
Yeah,
Best character of the year.
I think Dokkan did something that I like with 16. Let me double check that. I could have sworn I saw this. Where it's like how to use the character.
Yeah, they've done that randomly like a couple of times, but they don't do it like all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did
So,
one for 16, which is cool.
Yeah, so here it is. It's the tweet exactly is new character highlights, a quick guide to 16's abilities, make the most of its unit super attack and take on the events. And then there's just a nice graphic here where it says Android 16 arrives. There, I love how they're saying its unit super attack.
Yeah, not his.
Its unit super attack on top of the normal super attack effects raises its allies' defense by 50% for 2 turns, and then you want to team it up with an Android 17 and 18 to activate it. So like that's pretty cool that they, like like if you know how to read a kit, like you'll do this, but maybe someone doesn't, or they're just still learning.
I mean, there's a lot of people in this community who don't. So
yeah,
That's
people
true.
that have been playing for years.
Sin Shenron.
There are some people that make auto mode look professional. I forget who that was replied to. Yeah. So interesting stuff. I'm now that I'm scrolling through Global's Twitter, I guess we could talk about this for a moment. New Battlefield as well as a Battlefield Garlic Jr. LR. That's
I
kind of
know.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done the new Battlefield yet, but I do have Garlic Jr. Rainbow. I just haven't tried them.
What's really frustrating is I don't know why, but I just spent my points on something.
I rainbowed the goat just because I was like, "Yep, that's my goat."
So like I was able to pick up a copy, but I can't rainbow him right this second.
Yeah, I ran into the issue. It was back when, oh God, when was this? It was like Golden Week last year when Deborah and Barbady got their Easy A. And I didn't have enough Battlefield memories to buy all of their Easy A medals, so I couldn't Easy A them straight away. And that's when obviously like people started having these like really big conversations about like the Battlefield currency. And I know recently they have kind of boosted the rates a little bit. I think we've been getting a bit more points like than we were before. But at that point, I just kind of basically stopped buying anything. And then obviously Anna Raza came out as the last Battlefield LR, and he was terrible. So I think I bought the one copy just to do a 55% showcase, like the day he came out, and then I never bought any of the extra copies or anything like that. So fortunately for me, I do have enough memories to buy all the copies, but then it will put me back into that position where I then basically don't have any Battlefield memories left again. So then like it's what if they turn around and like for the anniversary, they Easy A one of the other Battlefield LRs, like then I won't be able to buy the medals if I buy all the copies of Garlic Jr. now.
like,
so it's like,
you,
what do I do?
You also got to think about it. Like for these, the thing is that the only Battlefield LR that has an Easy A is what's it called? Like who has the Easy A of the Battlefield LRs?
Loads. Oob, Freezer and King Cold, Barbady and Deborah, Metal Cooler Army. They are slowly but surely like doing them all.
Yeah,
so
true.
So there will be
but like,
another
okay,
one.
who's the one next in line?
Because isn't the next one? Someone was saying the other day.
Laza.
I think the next one in line is one that people were quite potentially excited for. I'm trying to remember.
Because they did, yeah. I'm looking down the line here.
So the Legion.
Oh no, they did the Shadow Dragons during the GDC.
Shadow Dragon.
Yeah, they
the
literally
next
just
one
did them.
Is the Fortnite LR with Cell and Freezer.
Okay, yeah. So actually, to be fair, if they just did one during the
What are
GDC, they probably won't do one.
Yeah, they probably won't do one soon.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the next one. I don't think the next one's Cell and Freezer. The next one is a Hachiak, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Hachiak come out before them?
Actually, yeah, where is he in the shop? Oh, it's because I bought all the copies. That's why he's not in the shop. I was looking at the list, trying to be like, where's? Yeah, I think it is Hachiak, and I think people. He has some potential because obviously he, funnily enough, ended up being a character that people used in that like artificial life forms anniversary mission versus Beast Gohan, which is kind of funny. So yeah, he kind of has potential, but yeah, it's just like the same. There's always been the same issue. It's like
hybrid stage. He's going to be cooking.
But yeah, it's always been the same issue, and it's like Mia says in the chat, right? It's you could literally. I have done every Battlefield since Battlefield started, which obviously, if you're a newer player, you won't be anywhere near that. And like even I can't buy all of the things in the shop. Like I fortunately never bothered buying like the TURs, like when they first put in that Martian Vegeta and like Super Saiyan 2 Goku and stuff. Because if you bought them and bought like all the copies to Rainbow them, like good luck having memories now to buy like the new stuff that's coming out. It's crazy.
The thing for me is that I don't buy characters that I think suck. Like I don't know, like
that's what you should. Yeah, you should absolutely not do that.
Maybe I buy one character, but like for Anilaza, like he wasn't really particularly good, so I never grabbed a copy of him. And then Garlic Jr. I think looks pretty decent, so I just grabbed all the copies to Rainbow him, and I still have a decent amount of Battlefield memory left over. So like I just like if you buy, yeah, buying all the TORs gives you Battlefield currency. I don't know why they should still give more Battlefield currency, but they have given more this year than they have previous years.
Mm.
But again, wanting a copy of every single LR, I think that's very valid. I just like at this point, I'm like, I would rather make sure I have a good character, right?
Yeah, I can getting the one copy because then you have them in your collection. You can link level them and all that kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, I bought one copy of Hachiyak and then was like, well, I'm not getting any more, because that's the weird thing about Battlefield LRs that we've kind of talked about before, is that a Battlefield LR would come out and we know that we can't rainbow them for at least like 6 to 9 months or however quickly they were bringing out the extra copies. And so because of the private server existing, like, we were able to see what they actually would be like rainbow. And the problem is, people were coming out, like these Battlefield LRs were coming out, and even at rainbow they weren't good like when they released. So then it's like, well, you can only get one copy now. You're not going to have them rainbow for like 9 months, and they're, even on release, they're already not good. So
Oh
there's no
yeah,
point investing in them. Like,
Toon Army brought this up to me as well. When the Shadow Dragons came out, we got a copy of them for free. Is what he said, and I trust his memory
yeah,
because
for
I'm
that
stupid.
ECA, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So like, he brought it up to me. He was like, "Okay, what's gonna happen when Garlic Jr. EZAs?" And because I posted the rainbowing them, the Garlic Jr. in the game,
Yeah.
and he was like, "What are you gonna do when we get a free copy of them when they EZA?" And I was like, "Yeah, in 5 years."
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think, yeah, I'll worry about that. Like, yeah, in like 3 or 4 years time.
I
when
just
it
told him
happens,
I just told him I'd sell him
sell
for
it for
Zenny.
Zenny. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that is true. But yeah, I guess you've inspired me, Minato. I've bought the copies. I'm just rainbowing him now. So
I mean, like, I think the thing is that, like, I feel like Movie Boss is gonna have some sort of resurgence renaissance.
well, plus he's
thing
movie
because-
bosses and demonic power, and he's not type restricted,
Exactly.
so you can run him on demonic power with like Daima Goku and stuff, and he still gets his full.
And I think his
full
easy,
passive.
like, he had. I really like his kit with the revive and everything like that. Like, I feel like his easy A, especially, like, I would rather be prepared for whenever he eventually eases as well by already having him rainbow. But right now, he's not a bad option. Especially just because that if we get into a situation where content becomes longer again, then this guy's gonna have that turn for revive super easy. Then he's gonna be supporting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
he
seems really good.
seems very, very good. And I do like the fact that, like, yeah, he is now, if you rainbow him especially, like, he absolutely is viable at this current moment in time. And you can buy all the copies. So it's not a case of, like with these previous Battlefield LRs, where it's like, well, he would be good if I could rainbow him, but I can only buy one copy. It's like, now you actually can get them all, if you can, which obviously not everyone's going to be in a position where they're able to do that, but yeah,
let me
seems
check.
he seems pretty good. I'm just trying to
How many?
probably just full dodge, I imagine.
How much Battlefield currency do I have left now? I still have 858,000.
Yeah, I think I still have like 1 point something million after just buying those 4 copies. Because, like I say, I hadn't bought any. Like, buying that one copy of Anaraza when he first came out is literally the last thing I bought. So that was.
Also,
I don't
the
even
good
know
thing
how
is
long ago
that-
that was like.
For Garlic Jr., they made the first copy more expensive, but then the dupes that are in the shop are less expensive.
Oh, I thought it was the
believe,
other way around.
Was it?
I thought. Wow, I don't know.
Okay, then I probably saw it wrong. But I had I like, for example, I didn't grab any Laza. I only grabbed one copy of Frieza and Cell. The rest of the Battlefield LRs, I do have like Rainbow, like Metal Cooler, Frieza, and King Gold. But like a lot of these characters, I kind of just don't like care too much. Like Ani Laza, just like I never grabbed him, and guess what? I never had a situation where I was like, man, I wish I had Ani Laza. But like for
Yeah,
a Movie Boss's
exactly.
team, I could genuinely see myself using him. And then, even if I don't, it's like, okay, well, those are extra points anyways. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
No, I agree. I think he's definitely worth it. If you can get copies of him, I think he's good. Yeah, it's chat saying first copy is 400k.
Yeah, I
and
saw it
it's
the wrong way
570.
then. I just saw there was a difference in the price.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Chili with the $2 super chat. Says Diamond will have tons of demonic power. And yeah, that is exactly it, right? Like, that's the good thing about him not being restricted to, like, even though he's an extreme character, and obviously he does have big bad bosses, so to get his biggest potential,
And Thirst for
like,
Conquest.
he
He has
wants,
a really good link set.
yeah, so to get his best performance, he does ideally want like an extreme ally to link with, but his passive doesn't restrict him to being run with extreme allies. So if you want to run him on a demonic power team with characters like Daima Goku, which obviously we're going to get the adult version at some point, the Gohans, the Piccolos, like all that kind of stuff, he'll still work on their team because he's not restricted to typings. He literally just needs to have demonic power or movie bosses, obviously. But yeah, I think that's quite good. Just like anything that gives these units like an extra bit of viability. Like he would still be good if his passive said extreme class, like demonic power, but the fact that it doesn't is like a nice little bonus thing, I think. So
Yeah, no, I agree completely.
yeah. But yeah, Vil, did you get a chance? Have you had a chance to use him at all? Like, what do you think about Garlic Jr.?
Garlic Jr. No, I haven't used them yet. I got the copy and got him to 55 or 55% and all that fun stuff. But
Are you
I was
planning
having
to
fun.
buy the extra ones, or are you waiting to see?
I mean, at
what's
some
your-
point, we were just going over this. I told you I don't even know what I spent my currency on, but
Oh yeah, you sorry, yeah, you said you spent a bunch of it.
Ironically, I think I rainbowed on Elaza. I think.
Oh no.
See, this is
I
what I'm
don't-
talking about.
I
Yeah,
don't know, I just wasn't paying attention.
yeah, true. That
I
is
don't, like,
exactly.
none of these characters are good anyway. Like the Legion of Shadow Dragons, I have rainbow. That's the only one that matters.
Chill on Garlic Jr., bruh.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he
Apart
even
from
good?
he actually is
I think
quite
he looks
good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, like I'm just talking like before that when I spent it, so I was just kind of like,
Well,
I don't
yeah, like,
care. Like
I mean,
I
I
got
guess
a lot of
I would've-
extra. I would have.
What
I
I
should have
did-
held on to it looking back, but
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I looked at him and I was like, yeah, no, bye.
yeah, I don't know what I bought. It has to be on Elaza because he's not here.
Oof.
So that's what I did with it. But
Damn.
whatever. Like, I have Garlic Jr. It's like you go to the legendary power link. It's one less unit I'm missing.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm not losing sleep over it, thankfully.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
But I had a train of thought and then I lost it because of that. But yeah, thanks, man. What else do we got on the list today?
We got while you think
so-
about that, I was just gonna say
I got it.
Okay, well we got a $5 super chat from Daniel Rodriguez that says, I have
Okay.
6 million battlefield points. I never bought Cell and Frieza, Barbary and Deborah, or Frieza and King Cold. And yeah, like Minato was saying, I think that is the best way to go. Because like even when some of these characters get easy A's, like for us it's kind of
Frieza
different
and
because
King Cold
as
was pretty
content
greedy,
creators,
right?
like we want to get them and like showcase them in videos and stuff like that. But as like normal players, right, like you have the opportunity to, when those easy A's come out, like wait for one of us or like whoever it is that you like to watch, like post a rainbow showcase for them. And if they're not good, then yeah, just don't buy them. Like don't waste the battlefield currency. And then when one comes out that is actually good, then yeah, you will still have the currency available to buy them. So, but yeah, shout out to Daniel,
right.
appreciate you.
Yeah, 6 million battlefield currency. I don't think that's enough. I think you need 12 million. Asshole.
Dude,
I'm
you're
just
so
kidding,
mean.
man. I'm just kidding.
What the
That's-
hell?
Well, he
No,
also
but-
said that they said they were missing a few of the LRs. I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't even remember if I EZA'd Frieza and Cell.
Yeah, and that's
or
not
Frieza
cheap.
Cell, Frieza and King Cold, because I'm like, when they EZA'd, they weren't really even good.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if I did a showcase on them, bro. I just like, they just didn't look that great to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
For me, like the thing with like going from you mentioned it a minute ago, Ningen, with like the perspective of like being a content creator, a Battlefield LR showcase would not do well for me anyway.
Yeah, that is
So,
also
like,
true. It's not, they're not
Unless
the
it's,
best.
Like, unless it's like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Super Saiyan 4 Vegito together, like
Dude, that'd
no,
be so good.
I don't think
I
I
mean,
would. Yeah, I
me
don't
and-
think I would need to buy it.
yeah, because
to
me and
make a
Bill are
video.
closer to like discussion kind of based content.
Yeah,
Does that make
like
sense?
yeah. I mean, and you bring up a good point where it's like it's definitely valid to say like oh like as someone who might want to do a YouTube video, it does alter the perspective.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to give like a counter to that, if you will, where it's like I don't even know, like I don't feel
I wouldn't.
forced to
Yeah.
That's why I don't grab
you
them.
know do a
Yeah.
showcase for a Battlefield LR because I do YouTube videos.
Yeah, I did it a
But that
bit
being
differently
said, I
this
guess-
time around.
yeah.
I was saying about it before we started the episode, but like I only bought the one copy on my main account, and then I made my video kind of split to like for people who are on the fence about whether to get him or whether to get all of the copies. So I bought
that's fair.
one copy on my account and then did like the first half of the video with him at 55%, and then used the private server to do the second half of the video with him at 100%. And then it's like, here you go. You can see how good he is if you just buy one copy. You can see how good he is if he buys all the copies. Is it worth it? And like at Rainbow, he is pretty good, but yeah, obviously some people are just not going to be in a position to buy all the copies anyway, depending on how you've spent them in the past. But
Nice. I see. We have a super. I'm beefing with Daniel now.
yeah,
He Rainbow Garlic Jr. That's awesome, man.
get your money
Also,
up,
I'm saying
Vilify.
I'm saying like you intentionally chose not to buy a few of them. That's all I was implying.
Yeah,
You
but I
got
think
me
that's
beat
smart.
on the Battlefield currency side of things. Yeah, I think you're playing the right way. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I always say like do as I say, not as I do.
True. Yes.
So it's like it's fun, but who would have thought this would have been such a long Battlefield discussion, right?
But it's because
With
Garlic
that being
Jr. is
said,
because Garlic
there's
Jr.
no
is
one.
peak.
Well, the mode, but this like run was super easy. I kind of like the way how it was only like 7 teams you needed. I was able to do it on the.
I haven't done it yet.
Account. Yeah.
Is it like an updated Battlefield with like it's shorter?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not like a special Battlefield. It's just the new one is only 7.
Yeah,
players.
it's new. It's new
That's good.
enemies, but unlike those ones for was it the GDC where they made it only like 3 fights or something, it
Yeah.
still keeps all of your units like set that you had before, so you don't have to reset up your whole like roster. And then
I
it's
would
only
just
7
forget which
fights
ones I
instead of 10.
made.
So
At this point, you might as well just use category teams. Like
yeah, it's
Yeah,
a lot
then
because
do it.
I still stick with like mine is still set to like the mono teams, even though they are also categories. But yeah, now that there's less fights, it's kind of easier to just make a bunch of categories, really. So, but yeah, I like
yeah,
it. I like it
uh,
being a bit shorter. Like Battlefield is always like a fun little thing to do when it resets and just get like a few stones out of it. But it does take a while to do the full run, so I do appreciate the having slightly less fights to do. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's a funny situation there. Have we mentioned the other super chat from Drace?
As we because
Okay,
we
would you
were
wanna wait?
still on this topic, we could go to it now, I guess,
Okay.
as we're finishing this
All right.
topic. So
Yeah, I mean it's just Battlefield. Like we're good.
yeah. So yeah, before we go on to the next thing then, so Drace sent us a $5 super chat and he says, maybe stretch or cope, but in the news where it talks about the 11th anniversary weekly missions, the colours scream Namek to me. I say Namek and Resurrection of F or Daima. So what are your guys' thoughts? I think a lot of people have been. I've been kind of on board a little bit as well. The whole like Namek and Daima being a thing. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
for
what you
sure.
guys think.
yeah, I could see like Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Then in part 2 they do Super Saiyan Namek Goku and then Super Saiyan Trunks. Or
Okay.
something like that, you know?
Yeah. That could be
I know, I
interesting.
made people mad with that.
Like people want the Frieza, but like I
cool.
could
I'm gonna
see
say I'm all
them
for the
doing
number
that.
three of those characters. you
Look,
said. I'm all
if
for
they
it.
do Frieza, I am here for it. If they do Frieza, I am absolutely there for it.
Yeah.
That was gross. Why would you even like put his name in the air, dude?
I look, if he's like the part 2 like Dokkan Fest LR, I would be so happy. And it's not impossible. I'm not gonna lose to a dog in chess again. Every single year we do something like this, and every single year it fails, especially after my OGDB hopes last year. It's crushed. It's over.
well-
It's cooked. They're gonna be like, yeah, this theme is First Awakening, and then they're gonna do Super Saiyan Goku and just put in UI Goku on the second LR or something.
Yeah.
Like, or they're gonna do like some Majin Buu Saga LR. Like, bro, come on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And then the next month they're gonna have Frieza as like the TUR monthly character. Like,
I mean, the thing is though, is like I could have told you for free that OGDB wasn't going to be anniversary.
I hate you.
I mean, it's.
They literally were like, "There's that one LR spot." I was like, "Please," but no. They're like, "Let's do another Tournament of Power LR, Tournament of Power, yay!" I hate you.
We
Yeah,
love Tournament of Power.
and then they just did Demon King Piccolo as like the free LR, and then he wasn't even
Actually,
that good.
just like crazy.
Yeah,
actually,
wild.
just crazy.
I think because even as someone, as we already said earlier in this episode, like I don't prioritize for me DB Saga releases because of like links and synergy with the teams I like to run. But even I, like with them saying that it was supposed to be like all of Dragon Ball and they did 6 LRs instead of 4, like even I was quite surprised that like one of them wasn't like a Kid Goku or something. Like it was. Yeah, but I guess because they'd already planned to do him for Saiyan Day, but it's just like, why didn't they do him as one of the 6 and then do like, you know, the Blue Evolution Vegeta for Saiyan Day or something instead? Is weird. But
well, how about we do Tournament of Power and then we don't give the Tournament of Power LR an active skill?
man, I like the fact that the random guest person they had on the thing even made a joke about it, right? It was like, he's like an anniversary LR, so he must have an active skill, right? And they're like, well, Vegeta doesn't. It's like, what?
The worst thing to me was, I mean, this is always going to be infamous, right? The clip of, especially during the part 2 reveal, where they're like, all right, let's clap for who we want the most. And they put Goku and Frieza up against 2 behemoths.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
here's the most like hype fusion and like Gohan's peak. Who wants to see Goku and Frieza? Like, come on, that ain't even right.
Yeah.
3 claps is crazy, bro. Actually, no, 4 if we count Toonami.
He was clip farming. Yeah, me too.
He was that clip farming. He was for real. He was like, what the?
But yeah, that is true though. Like TOP, the oldest non-easy ATUR in the game now in terms of Dokkan Fest is still that physical Angel Freezer. So we're probably going to end up getting something Tournament of Power related again soon.
What if imagine Namek Saga is like? Imagine if Namek Saga is literally what was I gonna say? New Year's. Wouldn't that be funny?
Oh, okay.
There's also the theories. There's also the theories that that they're gonna do Daima New Year's LRs, and it's like honestly, with how they plan Daima, it just feels like, you know what, they might just say like, yeah.
That would be maybe the grossest, like the grimiest, sleaziest thing they could do.
God, yeah, that would
I mean,
be
to me, it feels
brutal.
like, I don't know, like it feels like Daima is not even like something yeah.
I think at this point we know that like Daima was not a smash hit, right? Like,
yeah.
And Super Saiyan 4 is awesome, and like I'm not trying to take that away, but like I think that has a lot to do with like why they're not spamming it.
Maybe, yeah, because like, yeah, it's just weird, like, because we've all been under the impression, I say all, but like I very much have been pushing that same kind of like idea, I guess, that like with them having not done Daima up until like they waited so long and we still don't have the adult Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3. Like I'm still in that sort of mindset that they've waited this long because it has to be for the anniversary. And then yeah, them dropping them as like New Year's LRs, like being yet another banner coming out like before the anniversary. I think yeah, people would be pretty annoyed because people have been really waiting for that adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And having him drop as like the ultimate bait banner before the anniversary would be kind of brutal.
So we know, I guess then if you kind of like run numbers on that, right? So like since the start of GDC, like how many Dokkan Fest LRs are we looking at if New Year's is a dual Dokkan Fest LR, right? Because the first one would be the Blue Boys, the second one would be Omega, and then you've got Gohan, and this is just Dokkan Fest. We're not talking about carnivals. After Gohan, what was the next Dokkan Fest LR? Golden Frieza and Gogeta, right?
Yeah.
That it? Am I tripping?
Yeah, that's it for the LRs, and then there's just been Dokkan Fest
so but
TURs.
then it would be a dual Dokkan Fest in that situation there, so it would be up to 6.
Yeah.
So is that usual? So from like Tanabata onwards, like on the normal schedule 6 Dokkan Fest LRs?
No, because obviously normally New Year's is just TURs. They've only done it that one time with the
Right.
superhero. So that would be
But
that'd
then
be
you have
so
that
many
excuse,
extra
you know?
LRs. Like
Like, yeah, it'd be like the Daima because that was the same case there was. Like, we're gonna
yes.
make this special for New
Yeah.
Year's because of that.
I could see
And
it being a thing, like because of that. Yeah. I don't think it's
and the track
impossible,
record,
but
Dokkan's track record with doing that would kind of suck. Because then, like, imagine the world where Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is just like Goma level and is better than the anniversary LRs.
yeah, it'd
Or
be
Super Saiyan 4
That's what happened with
Goku,
Orange
that-
Piccolo.
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say with the track
Yeah.
record. So it's like
I actually think people wouldn't mind.
uh,
Like
I would rather
people would be
use
too
my
excited.
stones.
People
Yeah.
would be too excited.
Yeah, I think it would just be like the anniversary came early, really.
I think it'd just be one of those things.
Super
People would be
Goku
excited at the
Zero
time because, like you say, if like they dropped Super Saiyan 4 Goku and then Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta as the New Year Dual Dokkan Fest LRs, and they're both like Goma level, so they're like basically in argument for being the best units in the game. A lot of people would be excited and would summon, and then obviously it would then be the case that like a month later, the anniversary would start. All the big new stuff would be announced, and then people would be like, "Oh man, I don't have any stones." Like,
This would.
I mean, okay, like I would say no matter what anniversary is, Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku, people will want even more
yeah,
than whatever.
yeah.
Like if he's not anniversary, people will want him more than what anniversary
Well,
is because
and
he's brand new.
yeah,
Same with Super Saiyan
2025 also took away the competitors for that. Like LR Super Gogeta is done. LR Super Vegito is done. LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is done.
Yeah.
LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is done, right? Like 2024, I guess we
Like,
could get another Beast Gohan.
I'm not
but,
gonna
like,
call anniversary like a filler anniversary for the 11th one, but if they
No.
drop Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta as New Year's, then a comparison is like, are you gonna summon on the Daima LRs, or are you gonna skip them and go for anniversary and wait for Golden Week? I think a lot of people would rather
yeah.
pour their stones, and especially because anniversary gives a lot of stones anyways, and there'll be
True.
tickets to get the anniversary LRs for free, and the anniversary banners still have pity, unlike New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's true.
is this a? I guess Ningen, you'll be better for the answer on this one. This will probably be like a lot of global players like first experience with like if it's Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like going into an anniversary likely with no stones. Because
Yeah.
like, with the 10th anniversary, like Glorio was incredible, but like you could argue he was skippable.
It was tricky. It was tricky last year as well, though, because obviously for global, it was the first time like we'd had the worldwide in the normal worldwide time slot, but then it was going to be the first time the anniversaries were going to be
true.
synced. And then there
That
was a
is
couple of
fair.
things, and then yeah, Glorio and Daima Goku, like Super Saiyan Goku, were both really good.
Yeah,
Glorio
but
more
you also
so,
had,
but yeah.
but like it wasn't a must summon like Super Saiyan 4 Goku would be, like an LR
Yeah, no,
Super Saiyan
I
4
wouldn't say
Goku.
like he was a hard skip, but yeah, he wasn't like it wasn't like a must summon banner. But yeah, like
Yeah, so it is. It
that
is
would be
interesting.
brutal. Yeah, if that dropped, I see what Minato is saying, because obviously, yeah, we don't know what the anniversary will be, but even if the anniversary was like, so if they drop Daima for New Year's, and then some of the options that we've already discussed for things, I guess, that could be the anniversary, like let's say part 1 is a crazy good, like Namek Super Saiyan Goku, and then like Namek Frieza. Like, as much as those are things that people do want, like, newer versions of, especially Frieza, because we don't technically have a Dokkan Fest Final Form Frieza, like, I feel like a lot of people would be, as Minato said, more excited for the Daima ones because they are new, right? Like, because they're characters we don't have in the game, and especially categories like Demonic Power and, like, Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Giant 8 Power, like, those are teams that people really like at the moment, especially with all the buffs they've been getting, so people would be... Even if you had the foresight of knowing that part 1 of the anniversary was going to be like Namek, people would probably still be more hyped to summon for those Daima LRs if they came out for New Year. So that would certainly be an interesting situation. And like you said, like as we've discussed, Vilify brought up, like it happened for Superhero. They were like, yeah, this is something special enough. We're going to do it differently, and we're going to do LRs for New Year. So like it absolutely could be something that happens. And yes, that would be a very interesting landscape to like go into 2026 and then into like the 11th anniversary if that was the case. So
I wouldn't even be too surprised. Like, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I definitely would not be under the impression where it's like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. All of that. It's just, I would rather it not be the case. Like, I would prefer to just summon on anniversary and not have to make a decision.
Yeah, I agree.
But Super Saiyan 4 Goku, an adult, like it's tough though. Like, do you think that they would go from the mini version to the adult version in 2 months?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying they wouldn't. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think they could. It just been so long. They probably prepared. Like, either way, it's going to be 2 months or 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Like,
this is how hybrid players act in Legends, by the way. It's been 2 months since our last buff.
Yeah.
Like, where is it?
Well, so someone was saying in the chat, problem is New Year's always gets power crept into oblivion by the anniversary. But I would say that wasn't the case with
Not
Glorio.
OP.
Like, Glorio is still usable. Glorio is still usable now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Damegoku is still usable
but
too.
the thing is,
and Orange Piccolo
let's
was,
be fair though, right? Like Kid Goku Super Saiyan or Kid Buu Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Haruta Garden Dragon Fist, like it's kind of a 50-50.
Yeah, it certainly can happen.
50-50, but like that's only for T-Wars. And even then, like Ultimate Gohan was a bit silly, but people still used him even into the anniversary.
He got a bad rap because of no transforming. I didn't think he was bad.
No.
The guard going away definitely was
annoying.
Wasn't
bad. He was just like he should have been better. But
I was hoping you were going to say not. I was hoping you were going to say not good.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. He just wasn't good.
He left a little to be desired. I think
it was more of like a 7 out of 10 than like a 10 out of 10, right?
Yeah,
right.
He's a notorious unit, and it happens with. It's happened in the past with like Tech Gohan too. So it's funny that it's always Gohans, but he's like a notorious unit because it's like the people that didn't like him, like the vocal people on like Twitter and stuff. It's like the people that didn't like him massively like underrated him, and then the people that really liked him like massively overrated him, and so then he just became this weird like he was just in this really weird spot in the community where. Yeah, you either thought he was terrible or like the best unit ever, but he was really, like Minato said, probably kind of like a 7 out of 10. Like,
there's a very good term for a lot of people that are like outspoken about whether their characters are good or not. Like, it's the the very loud minority.
Yeah.
Right. It's literally like Tao on Twitter. Like it's just like, people really don't care, but the people that do care don't shut up.
Yeah.
I won't name names. They know who they are.
You know who you are.
Probably not watching. But that's funny. It's an interesting case out there. But New Year's, I think that'll be fun because we're really not that far off. From when that's coming out.
Yeah, I wonder. Let me go back. Well, as we start to, you can carry on, I guess, while I'm looking because I just want to double check if I go back through my videos just to check like last year when Glorio and Goku were announced so we can kind of get an idea of when the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest characters will get announced this year, but let's have a quick look. It's going to take me a while to find it though, so do carry on.
Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Bleach Soul Resonance lately. New gacha that came out.
Man.
Oh yeah, is it good? Yeah. I haven't heard much about it.
If you have any experience with like Hoyoverse gachas, you'll probably be familiar with it.
Oh, it's like Hoyoverse gacha? Okay. Well, that's actually pretty good. It's the same pity system?
No, it's 80 pulls for the character and then 40 for their stamp, which is like a weapon.
40 is actually pretty good. And is it like 50-50?
No, it's not 50-50.
It's guaranteed? Wow. Yeah. That's really good.
The problem is that it's managed by Crunchyroll Games. That's been the big issue. Yeah. And they say that that's like notorious, but so far for an IP gacha, the reviews are pretty good. Okay. So that's been exciting.
It's really good though.
What's the gameplay like the combat? So what's the actual gameplay like?
It's a lot of it's very interactive. It's much more playable than like you do a lot more than something like Bleach Brave Souls.
Okay.
But it's a lot of like switching into characters and doing their skills. So if you've been familiar with like Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail, not Star Rail more. Yeah. It's more like Genshin.
More like Genshin Impact, open world kind of like combat, right?
I was gonna say, I'm not super familiar with those, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's been fun. So. I mean, that's just what I've been.
Because it's not turn-based, right? Because Star Rail's turn-based.
No, that's why I walked back to the Star Rail thing. I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
Okay. But it's like so. Rukia has like a skill where she can quickly like tag in, you pop her thing, and then she'll like freeze the enemy, and
Okay.
then you'll switch back to like your primary DPS character. So in this case, it's Bankai Ichigo is like the best character in the game right now,
Nice.
or one of them, because he's the first, limited release, if you will.
Yeah.
And that's been fun.
Okay, yeah, so I just found, so the video that I put up, so when the news was announced that it was Daima Goku and Glorio, it was the 23rd of December. So,
Yeah.
so it's
right
still got
before
about
the,
3 weeks. Yeah, still got about
the
3
Christmas
weeks to
time.
go
Yeah.
before we find out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll probably, not that this episode's over, but we'll probably have, like one episode by then,
Yeah.
in between that little time frame, just depending on how things go.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So all in good fun there.
Mhm.
But there are a few things, that are going on that aren't in the future. And really, we can kind of just like talk about this in one encompassing section with events.
Yep.
The only real thing with because we talked about Battlefield, but there was a new Tamagami fight, and I'll tell you, it's a doozy.
Oh boy.
And then you also have the launch event making its anticipated return after 5 years. So the launch event, not too much to talk about other than that it's cool to see, right? Free stones are free stones. They give link skill orbs. Like you really can farm up quite a bit. But the goodies with the Tamagami fight, if you will, I think it's pretty interesting, but it's also extremely toxic. That's
Yeah,
what
I hate it.
Yeah, the Tamagami fight is very toxic for sure.
Yeah.
I stupidly,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I stupidly decided to keep trying to do it without using items, and so you basically used all of my attempts on the first day and didn't actually beat it. It's got such a horrible, like, I hate rotation locking, which this doesn't
Yeah.
do, fortunately, I guess. But like, there are certain combinations. Like, it's weird when it comes to Dokkan and trying to talk about like whether events are like too hard, or like to even use the words that like some other people would, like, I don't think I've really described an event like this, but like unfair, or like, Vilify said toxic. Like, it's the combination of the different abilities. So like, does he lock? No, he disables dodge. Then he also seals one of your characters. I think he always super attacks in slot 1, and he gets stronger every single turn. So like, you have to have a character. Oh, and he seals. Is it seals or stuns? I can't remember. So you've got to have, I think he seals. So you've got to have a unit that can tank in slot 1, but that unit also can't be a unit that then also needs to super to like build up, because they're going to get sealed, because they can't dodge. So they are going to get hit by the super attack. And then another random unit on your rotation, who potentially could also be a unit that needs to super attack, randomly gets sealed by his other random ability. I think his super attack must stun, because I don't think it's a double seal. I'm just bringing up the details here quickly. But yeah, it's like the individual abilities that he has, like on their own, they're not necessarily like super toxic or like unfair seeming, but it's like the combination of having them all together. And then and of course then he also does an AoE. He also raises attack on super. So if he supers in slot 1 and then does his AoE before any of your characters on the turn have gotten to attack, he's then doing an AoE that does, after his super attack, well over 1 million damage that you can't dodge. Like, it's crazy. It's genuinely crazy.
Where does he super?
He pretty much always supers in slot 1, I think.
So you would say it's a slot 1 super.
It is indeed. Shout out to the podcast.
Slot 1 super podcast on YouTube and Spotify. You can listen now.
Yeah, he seals
True.
a random person with his passive and then stuns with his super. Yeah, so you put a unit in slot 1 that can hopefully survive his super, and then they get stunned, so then they can't do anything. And then somebody else on the rotation is sealed, so they can't do anything. Like, because no one really does big damage with like normals. So then you have like one unit on the turn that can actually do some damage. And then, he gets like 50% attack up with each turn up to 250. So by the time, like, most of the attempts I did, I didn't even survive the first turn. And like, even seeing teams that other people did it with, like on my clear list, like a bunch of people did it with for the superclass mission with like the giant 8 power team. But like, if the AGL Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like, he can't dodge. So if he gets hit by the AoE on turn 1, even like if it's before Tamagami supers, like he still takes like 400k. And then I think on like turn 2, the one time I did get to turn 2, because it was he then gets his attack buff, he did his AoE and it hit Super Saiyan 3 Goku for like 800k because he hadn't supered yet and he can't dodge. So it's just such a horrible combination of abilities. Like, it just feels like it invalidates like so many of the units in the game. Like, you've got the STR Blue Goku. He obviously has the ability where he can, once he's used his active skill, dodge bosses that disable dodge, but you can't use that until you get like X amount of turns into the fight. So yeah, it just feels like an absolutely horrible combination of abilities. So yes, I haven't actually tried. I completely forgot about even trying like my daily attempts for today. But yeah, day 1 I literally used all of my attempts and I didn't beat him. So brutal.
Yeah, well, you're talking about something there. It's like that's like the most cringe thing Dokkan's ever introduced is limited attempts.
Yeah, I made a tweet. I made a tweet about it after I'd wasted all my attempts. That was just like, this is the worst thing in the game, and you can't tell me otherwise. That like,
and you,
it's just like, why?
Like, yeah, and think about it. It used to be worse. It used to be 3 attempts.
Yeah, when the red zone first came out, it was
3
3 attempts. Then it went up to 5, and then the power level boost now gives you the extra 1. Oh yeah, I think it was actually.
Oh yeah, the God event did you say?
Oof, yeah.
Attempts. Yeah, you're right.
Oof.
Yeah, because Belmod was a slugfest, dude. I talk about
maybe
Prime
for
Belmod,
JP.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Global had the no, that
Oh,
was
yeah, GT Heroes.
I was gonna say that was the last year where we had that like big advantage of
Global
like.
had the
Oh no, it
Game
wasn't,
Force
because it
in
was
the Red
the
Zone, right?
happened for the 7 year as well. But yeah, that was the first year we had the dual Golden Week. So
They
yeah,
also had
Global had the GT Heroes team.
Saiyans, for the oh my god, the Legic fight. Somebody used that.
Yeah, someone used that and lost. Shout outs to Mr. Baby.
3 times.
Yep.
That was the funniest thing ever. Just like, it's so petty, not like petty, but like just funny that like people are running to other people's live stream chats to be like, so and so lost.
Well, it's just
Like
because
that.
it's just all the perfect ingredients for being such a great
Yeah.
meme. Because it's like Hybrids was a
Yeah.
really good team at the time, and then obviously
Right.
the other thing was like being a global creator. Like
Mm.
that event was technically 6 months old. Like we already knew about it, and all the stats had been posted, and like people had already on JP been beating it with all sorts of different teams. And so like that was one of the advantages that we used to have for global. It's like, okay, the day 1 like anniversary
Mia.
content has dropped, and we already know what it is. And then yeah, that will always be
They
always
said,
be a
"Who lost
classic
to who?"
meme of the Dokkan community. So shout out to Mr. Baby.
That one will be going down in the history books for sure.
Oh yes.
Yep.
But yeah, that was one of those like great times of the just global having that advantage of having like better options to use for the anniversary with like the God event, and obviously then with the red zone and how much power creep that brought in for like JP. You basically needed to be using like the gods or the Super Saiyan 4s like to beat Broly, and then global already had like 4 200% leads before the anniversary even started. So it was always nice. But
Majin Vegeta wasn't like a world beater in there, was he?
no, but it was an option, I guess. You could, I mean, to be fair, his team wasn't the best, and obviously he wasn't the best until Vegeta and Trunks eventually came out. But yeah, it was like at least you had some other options. But yeah, like the Ginyu Force team was okay, but not ideal against Broly. I think it was mainly like the Goku team was really good. Cell's team was a bit but
I don't know. I you know what's funny? We're talking about kind of like teams right now in general, right? But Vector, I saw something on Twitter, right? I'm completely taking us off topic. Vector on Twitter was like, Aegil sells better than Aegil's Ender 16.
yeah, I
which is
saw
a
that before we
crazy
started.
take.
It is crazy.
So,
Oh yeah. Well, don't they have like a whole agenda with that unit?
what? Yes.
I don't think so.
So the thing is that I quoted, I was like, I thought this was like a what post, but Vector was generally serious with that, and I could tell in the comments. And the Vector responded to me, he's like, "Why wouldn't I be? Have you been Rosemasu or Hybrids to 16 yet?" So the past 15 minutes, I've been quiet because I've been doing this no item run with 16 against Rosemasu, and I did it in one try
On private server?
Yeah.
Oh,
which means that What do you mean it doesn't count?
That doesn't count.
Still
Does
the
it use
team
a private server?
Doesn't count.
Okay. Well, you know what? The
Yeah,
thing
no,
is
it
that
does.
on my main.
I'm just telling you how I feel. Like I'm not even trying to like be an
Well,
ass. Like,
Vector uses private servers for his argument, so I'm going to use
okay,
it to
that's fair.
defeat his argument.
Yes.
I see what you're saying though, but on a real account, I would have equipment on all these characters. These characters don't have any.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is actually like if you have the characters rainbow yourself anyway, then the private server the characters are actually worse because you don't get to do their hidden potential and they don't have skill orbs.
Like AGL, the AGL cell, S tier cell, Hellfighter 17, and Super 17 are all worse than they would be on my actual account.
Yeah. The funny thing is though, you know he's just going to come back to like you used AGL cell on that team. So
Okay, well I can show the recording where AGL cell was floated off the entire time.
still on the team. It's his presence.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's better than 16, bro. Dude, I had 16. That was Goku Black was almost fully built up, and 16 ate his super for like nearly double digits. Like,
Okay.
yeah, the biggest problem
little
the biggest
character.
problem with 16 because we talked about 16 a bit, we kind of didn't really mention that part. The biggest problem with 16 for the difficult content is the fact that he very much wants to be in slot 1. So if he gets locked in like
I mean,
the Rosé
we
Zamasu fight, it's
say
kind of
that,
awkward.
but Goku Black supered 16 for 60k and he was in slot 2.
Is that how built up was Rosé though?
You don't attack Rose at all though, and by the time
Well, that's
you
what I
start
mean because
attacking
obviously you do
Rosé-
have to attack him at the end, but and then yeah,
Well, yeah.
Zamasu's
Just reminds
gone.
me of a picture.
Well, the
It's
thing
like
is that by the time you start attacking Rose, Zamasu's already dead.
Yeah, true.
And you could put 16 in slot 1 anyways. And you have 16's active skill.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just reminds me of the picture where it's like LeBron James reportedly forgot to target Zamasu.
Yeah, dude, the number of times because I'm trying to think of so many other things. Like if I'm recording a video and I'm already like mid yapping, I'll go into that event and just forget to like not target Rosé, and then the first turn starts playing out, and I'm just like, oh, for God's sake, now I've got to restart doing this again. Good times, but.
That's how it goes.
I'm gonna try the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks fight now as well because of this. Because yeah, I also saw that post, and I
think about the
assumed
Gohan, Goten,
would
and
be
Trunks
bait.
fight. You could run Tech Cell. I feel like people weren't thinking about Tech Cell. He's still good.
Shout out Texel. Yeah, he's a very
and on
good
this
Super
team as
EVA.
well. Yeah,
Dude, I hate what they did for him with the Redstone. He's in
What
a
they did?
stupid pack for 2.
oh,
He's just not
that's
individually on the list.
that's
So I'm
annoying.
like, when I made my video, I'm like, I mean, if you really want Texel, then I guess you can do this, but I'd probably stay away because to me, it's like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is the number one choice for me, the SDR one to pick up.
Yeah,
And the thing with the
then-
hybrids fight is that when Tech Androids get their Easy A, like, it's going to be a free fight, no?
Yeah,
with who?
that
For
Tech
which fight?
Androids?
For which fight? Sorry.
The hybrids. The hybrids fight.
Well, the problem is the tech androids can't use their active skill against 2 enemies like straight away. It has to be 1 or like 3. But
well, yeah, but like,
and
you
they
could
don't do
focus down-
key blast supers either, which is annoying. So they can't.
I know, but
negate,
like, you have the
they
active
basically just
skill
suck.
you have the active skill for the end of the fight when
Yeah.
you're only against Gohan, and then you don't have to worry about dodge disable like at all. I
Yeah.
guess that's
Well, not
fair though. I
one
didn't think
turn,
about.
But yeah,
They still have type advantage against Goten and Trunks, but you're right because their active skill is against one enemy.
yeah, it's like 1 or 3, which is really annoying
Yeah.
for fights that have 2 enemies. It's really good for like Super Battle Road or for any like single fights. It's why they still get used even now, like pre Easy A, for those like grinding Easy A's because you can just throw them on the team, use their active skill, and then just float them off, and you just get free turn. Like they're still so good for those sorts of short things. So their Easy A is going to be awesome. But yeah, 16's team is weird, but yeah, I don't get the whole AGL cell over 16 personally, but that's seems weird to me. The bait
People
twins.
just need something to argue about.
Yeah, it's
Like,
true.
You need an itch.
Speaking of people need something to argue about, we also had Drace re-upped his channel membership 50 months as a channel member. That's crazy.
Just to argue with you?
Fusions are not pure Saiyans. They are impure. The good old the event of I actually didn't realize that Truth was on the wrong side of this debate because Drace brought that up for like a takes thread that Truth went over for a video, and
What exactly?
Truth incorrectly disagrees that fusions should not be on Pure Saiyans. So
Yeah, no, fusions should be on Pure Saiyans.
they should not be. They are not Pure Saiyans.
It just
Dude.
you're getting way into the science of it when we're just playing a video game about popping bubbles. Like,
Okay,
just put 'em on
why is
Pure Saiyans.
Majin Vegeta on Pure Saiyans?
I'm agreeing with you.
No, not you, Vil. Ningen. Why is Majin Vegeta on Pure Saiyans?
'Cause
Why
he's
is Matt
Vegeta?
Saiyan on Pure Saiyans?
Because he's Bardock.
Yeah, but like if you're saying that there's Vegeta is Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah. So it's two separate things mixed together. So it's not a Pure Saiyan.
That is they're both still 100% Saiyan when you fuse with them. How are they not 100% Saiyan?
They're not a Pure Saiyan. They are still like a form
Okay,
of Saiyan,
Majin
I
Vegeta is not a
guess.
pure Saiyan
Sure it
because
is.
Babidi's magic.
So, but yeah, we're not going to derail the entire podcast with this discussion
Yeah,
because
'cause you're
I've had
wrong,
it
buddy.
many
You're
times
literally
on
just
stream and
completely
it goes round and round for hours. But
Because
yeah.
you're wrong, and you just want to admit you're wrong. It's okay.
Well, no, because I don't want
Yeah,
the
that's very
podcast to turn into
Ah,
this
Judd.
discussion that I've had a million
You
times
lost.
already. But
Oh,
yeah. Because, yeah, the thing is, people will say, like, Goku is a Saiyan and Vegeta is a Saiyan, so you're mixing two pure Saiyans together, but they're two different Saiyans. It's like an apple and a banana are both pure fruits, but if you mix them together, you then don't have a pure fruit, because you've mixed
Yeah, but
two
if it was-
different
if it
fruits
was-
together.
okay.
So if you mix
Was
two
it-
different Saiyans
No,
together,
no,
you don't have
no,
a
no.
pure Saiyan. That's the
is-
argument.
I'm going to use the D word, disingenuous, because let's say there was a pure banana category, then yes, they wouldn't be on the pure banana category because there's an apple banana. But if it was the pure fruits category, then there would still be a fruits because they're both
No,
fruits.
they
It
wouldn't.
would still be a pure fruit. They don't suddenly become a vegetable or something else. They're still
No.
pure.
No, that
this.
example you give is incorrect though, because if we're talking about if there's a pure fruit category, if you mix a banana and an apple together, that doesn't make a pure fruit. It makes
That
some
would still
weird
be
banana
classified
apple
as a
mix.
fruit. Then what would it be classified as?
I don't know, something that isn't that, so it wouldn't be on the category. It would be a fusion. It'd be a fruit fusion, so it'd be on the fusion fruit category,
Yeah, it would be
which
a
is what the
fruit
fused fighters
fusion.
are on.
Got you. It would be a fruit fusion. You said I win. You
No,
lost.
'cause it is- it is. It's just-
you
it's not
literally
a
admitted
pure
it's still a
fruit.
fruit. It would be a fruit fusion, so it would be on the fruit
No.
category.
No,
Yes.
no. If anything,
Yes.
like people have said before,
And if anything, it's
you could
two
make the
bananas.
argument that Gogeta and Vegeta
and
should be
even
on
then,
hybrid Saiyans.
It would more so be two bananas that fuse into one banana. It's like if you cut two bananas in half, and then you connect them together. That's still a banana.
Yeah, but in the example,
exactly.
example, Goku and Vegeta aren't the same Saiyan.
Someone in chat said multi-fruits exist from crossbreeding different fruits. So that is still a fruit. That's how mono.
Yeah, I know.
bananas
The
work.
problem is-
Exactly.
yeah, the problem
it's still
is-
a banana. They're still a pure Saiyan because they're 100% Saiyan.
The problem is there isn't an exact analogy. So even just using fruit, like it doesn't really work. But the point is that like you can't
Okay, if
say
they're
you
hybrid
can't say
fruits, why
if
aren't
you
they on hybrid Saiyans,
if you mi-
Chili? Huh?
if you mix
Exactly.
two, like you say, like if you cut a banana, two like bananas in half and put them together and it's a banana. Like the point is a banana is a fruit. So in the example, instead of banana, we're using the term Goku. So if you fuse two Gokus together, it would still be a pure Saiyan, but it's not. It's
And
a
that would still be
Goku and a
Goku,
Vegeta.
too.
So it's
would-
not. Yeah. But anyway,
But they're
I'm not.
both pure
We're not
Saiyans.
spending
We're talking
any more
about
time of the
Goku is a
podcast
pure
on this.
Saiyan. So if Goku fuses with himself, he's still a pure Saiyan. But if Goku fuses with Vegeta, he's not a pure Saiyan. That doesn't make sense because we're talking about them being Saiyans. We're not talking about them being Goku and Vegeta. You are derailing the argument.
No,
You lost, Johnny.
I've had this argument enough times, but yeah, that's enough now because it's.
Yeah, you I remember you one time, like I'm not like much of an arguer about it, but like you were saying where it's like two rivers like fusing or whatever, like that it doesn't make like a pure one or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I kind of just like I think both of you are overcomplicating it. I wasn't really listening. Minato was yelling about fruit. Bananas are good.
True.
So it's interesting.
I hope this continues on the 5-a-day super fruit podcast. Let's go.
Look, all I'm saying is that, like, chat. Look, you know what? Someone, like, let's make a poll. What about that? And you're gonna be wrong.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
yeah, but you could make a poll about anything. We could make a poll of is 16 better than Cell, and like more people could vote no, even though you don't agree with that. So making a poll doesn't make any difference. Like,
Well, you know what? It matters when I'm right. So
yeah, so it doesn't matter now because you're wrong.
that's how we push agendas, man.
Good times.
Funny.
Anyway,
Good mother loving times. Okay, so game updates, right? Here's something. The rank update. This is kind of interesting what they're doing here. The rank cap, obviously, we know was going from 999 to 2000. And one of the discussions that people were having was like, oh, if the rank XP is going to carry over, like, am I just going to be rank 2000 from all of my link leveling? Well, the answer is yes, but it's also no. So obviously, at this point, I'm sure most of you know, it's like I said, going up 2,000. That's correct, but it's going to be capping out at 1,109 for the rank. So,
yeah,
pretty interesting stuff, right? Not gonna let you, go from 999 to 2,000, which I think is fine. That really defeats the purpose of even doing it. And then, not only that, you will not be getting stamina refreshes for leveling up from 999 to 1,000 and so on and so forth. So that sucks.
I think it's fine. Like I think because
It's
by that they just mean that you won't get the like overfill thing, right? So you won't be at like
Fair.
you know, if you jump from 999 to 1109, you won't be at like 10,000 out of 430 stamina, like which I think is fine because it's such a massive jump. Like it's obviously you'll end up being at full stamina, which, you know, if you played it up until right before the update, you wouldn't be, but like you'll go up to whatever the new maximum stamina thing is. And then obviously from that point onwards, you will then have like the ability to rank up again and get stamina refills for free, which is something that I've sorely missed over the last like 3 years. Because like as somebody who probably will be jumping straight back up to 1109 because of the amount I've like link leveled and grinded and stuff since I got to rank 999 like 3 years ago. I do personally like that it isn't going to go, like it isn't possible to go straight up to 2000. I don't know if I necessarily would have got that far, but I like the fact that it's like it gives you something else to like grind towards, because I feel like that's one of the big things when you get to rank 999, that takes away one of the things that like you then have to do, like something that you have to work towards. So if you jumped all the way up to 2000 straight away, it's like they hadn't even done an update because you don't have anything to work towards in the one respect. Obviously you'd get all of the rewards still. Because I think I worked it out today. It's like 100 and they're adding like what you can jump up in one go is like 110 or 120, I think it is, whatever it is, ranks. And if they keep the same thing they did before, where you get like 1 extra stamina every 5 ranks, that means you get like an extra 20 or something, which isn't a huge amount, but it's a nice little bit of extra. It all adds up, especially for things like when you're grinding out events or link leveling, or even like things like the world tournament, where obviously the more stamina you have, the more runs you can do before you have to recharge and everything. So I do quite like that it leaves you with something else still to build towards. But yeah, I don't know, like there probably are some people out there who have grinded like crazy, would get straight to 2000, but I don't know how many people that would necessarily be. I don't know if you guys, I'm assuming you both, well, actually, are you both at rank 999? I think Minato is. I don't know if you are, Phil.
I've been since 2023.
I was going to say, so if it's been a while, then yes, I would imagine for most of us, it will be a case of.
I may not cap to the 110, honestly. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I don't.
I think I should. I don't know. Got no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me see. I'm gonna look up 999. Rank 999 achieved September 29th, 2022. It's been over 3 years. So like if I would assume by then, especially because when was the link leveling system implemented in 2021? Or was it 2020? Hold on, let me look it up. Link level. I probably could find it. I have to like go all the way back though. Yeah, I think it was like 2021, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know 100%. Either way, it's like these were they 2020? Damn, my brains. It was 2020. Yeah, when Esther Vegeta and Buhan dropped. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't even a year before then. But like we didn't get like link level keys or link skill orbs until like more recently in terms of like the Dokkan landscape. So yeah. I mean, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I had nothing else to say. So we just got quiet for a second. I was like, are you guys still here?
Yeah, I'm not sure what you. We're distracted now because of the everyone in the chat now being derailed by the always annoying Fusion Pure Saiyan debate.
Yeah, because I'm right. Because they're agreeing with me, right? Chat, you guys all agree with me.
Yeah.
Well, except for one or two people, but you know, that's fine. Anyways,
Anyway, but what were we saying before that? I can't remember.
no, we're talking about like damn, I almost forgot what the hell. Like when you, it's like when you someone says I forgot, and it's like I'm forgot. We're talking about the rank update, and how far we would get. I think I could get to the max rank cap, which is 1,109, but we'll see. And also keep in mind, they're gonna give missions for this.
Do we know that?
So
Has that been confirmed?
They said that themselves that they'll be increasing the missions.
Oh,
I assume
didn't see that.
it's only at 500, but imagine they increase it to like 1,500. We'll see. Another thing is like Global might get the update a week late. So
yeah, that's the thing I was talking about for my video today, trying to work out like when it's going to be, because JP's one seems to be, from a bunch of the evidence that like Rick has found and stuff, probably like the 15th, but there's nothing to indicate that it would happen then for Global, because it would interrupt Global Saiyan Day, and the last time, not Saiyan Day, Dokkan Day, and the last time that was a thing where Saiyan Day was, I keep saying Saiyan Day, Dokkan Day was interrupted by maintenance. They extended the length of the missions and stuff to make up for it, and they haven't done that this time, which basically shows that it's not going to be interrupted.
They did it for JP. They only did it for JP, so really interesting.
So that means that we have a rough date for Global, for JP, but not for Global. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how long Global has to wait, because it's like we've seen that before now. Unfortunately, whilst the release schedules are synced, there's been a lot of these like big quality of life updates or maintenance things that Global has to wait. Maybe if we're lucky, it'll be like a few days, but it's potentially like a week or so before it drops on Global, which it's one of those things. It's annoying to like obviously then see everybody posting about the update on JP and everyone starting their grind towards like the new max ranks and everything, like when you can't do it yourself. But I guess it's not the end of the world, but it's annoying that we have to wait. Hopefully it won't be too long from when it drops on JP, but unfortunately at this point we don't have any sort of actual indication of when exactly that's going to be.
Yep. What is this? Oh no, I'm gonna get texted about something else. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the update. There's a lot that's going to be happening in December. Just like, again, keep in mind, this week we're going to get the Tech Androids EZA. The week after, we're going to get AGL Trunks' EZA. The week after that is the Dual Dokkan, or not the Dual Dokkan Fest, the Carnival Alarm. Then the week after that is potentially the Dual Dokkan Fest, if not like at the very, very end. And there's New Year's. Like, there's going to be a decent amount of stuff in this December kind of month alone. And then after the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest is the countdown to Annie, so very exciting.
Of course.
And we should get the Tech Androids EZA details in like what, 6 hours?
We're doing all that discussion, and it's like, have we even mentioned AGL Trunks' EZA?
No, but like there's not much to say. I think we might as well just wait until like it's closer by, right? Or it might be out by the time we have the next one.
The problem is as well, like him getting an EZA is cool because it's like part of the the category, but like he's obviously not on 16's leader skill. I'm just having a quick look now, bringing up his Dokkan info page, because like he's gonna get his EZA, but then like what team do you run him on? Like,
Right.
let's have a
That's
look.
fair.
Where's his 200%?
Not demonic
leaders?
power. He's on Earthbred Fighters.
Yeah, he's on. Is he on Earth Protecting Heroes? Yeah. Okay, so he would be on the Vegito 220 lead, I think. The annoying thing about the Dokkan Info like 200 plus leads is now because the new leader skill format gives 200% HP, it shows those characters even if they don't get the full leader skill from them. So you have to like actually properly check it. I guess, yeah, the hybrids. Oh no, because he's not on. He doesn't get bond of parent and child, does he? Because he doesn't have the bond with Vegeta yet at that point. So he's not on bond of friendship. He's not on siblings bond. So yeah, he's not on their leader skill. Future, the Blue Boys. No, because he's not on bond of parent and child or final trump card. Yeah, so he actually only has. Yeah, I think he only has the Tech Vegito as like his only 220 leader. Which obviously is a team you can still use, because as much as the Goku and Vegeta parts of the 10-year anniversary cards can be kind of liabilities in the harder content now, obviously Tech Vegito is still really good in the endgame content. But yeah, that's like the only 220 team that HL Trunks is actually on, which is kind of crazy. Because yeah, the STR Blues, their extra is bond of parent and child or final trump card, which yeah, he's not on either of those. So yeah, kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy. Yeah. So in terms of like everything that I've got here, like that's all I got for you.
Yeah, I think the only thing is, I suppose, like, it's kind of, I think someone did actually mention him in the chat, funnily enough. But because we didn't do the episode last week, we didn't really talk about Goma very much. I just wanted to gauge your guys, like, were you quite surprised? Because I think he kind of got the Cell Max treatment with, like, the unexpected, like, Yellow Coin Part 2 LR comes out and then is arguably one of the best units in the game. Like, it's definitely a...
I mean, they made him very good, which is awesome.
Yeah, he's definitely a good bait banner for people wanting to summon, because he is very, very good. But I feel like that's kind of the route they had to go for that kind of character, right? Because I know even people that like Daima, as far as I know, for like the most part, it's like Goma's not a particularly popular like character, or like a particularly hype like villain. So that's kind of like the exact route that they had to go down, I think, with his release, is just make him really, really good, because otherwise, realistically, what are the chances that people are actually going to summon on him unless he was really good? And yeah, he is pretty busted, so that's pretty cool.
I just saw a screenshot of Garlic Jr. hitting 70 mil. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, just gotta send it to me.
So we've got a couple of other super chats here as well we can read out. We got Dre saying Chain Battle forever, bring it back, the GOAT. I mean, the Chain Battle fans, they still exist. They're still out there, as much as it's not something that I ever was particularly. I miss the rewards. I don't miss the mode, but
Me.
And then Chili with a super chat, one for you, Minato. Ultimate Gohan for us Gekushin fans this week.
Yep. So, Ultimate Gohan looks pretty busted. That boy's gonna be cracked crazy. I'm really excited.
Yeah, because Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is good as well, right? I haven't played it for ages now, so.
Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is busted. Yeah.
Nice. And then, yeah, we got Dre saying the $2 super chat, the Game Awards are next Thursday, the 11th. Nice. Ready for that Expedition 33 sweep. I'm looking forward to that. Just make sure we haven't got any. I think there was actually one really early that I missed because it's like we weren't onto the topic yet, and then when we got onto it, I forgot because it was when we were talking about the Battlefield LRs. We had a super chat from Mega Nice saying Garlic Jr. seems fine, but my Max Link's Rainbow LR Aniraza clears him. Which
yeah.
yeah, I don't know why. It's been a meme since that guy first came out, but for some reason, like Mega Nice really likes Aniraza, and I'm not sure why. Because even on release, as we said earlier, like he wasn't particularly good, so I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure where that comes from, but
maybe he has a secret tech that we don't know about. You know,
maybe.
Got some secret
Sometimes
like
with these
special
things you just
skill
don't
ups.
know.
Yeah.
and I assume that was the last of them.
I think so. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Well, we appreciate y'all for all the donos this one.
Yeah, appreciate you guys coming out. Appreciate the everyone joining in on the discussion as much as it's yeah, again,
that I'm right on.
as much as I hate to have the discussion again, like maybe I should just do that as a stream. That's the thing. I don't trust doing like live stuff with like unvetted people, but like I feel like it would be funny. I should do that one day and just do like a should fusions be on Pure Saiyans like debate stream and just let people jump into chat to like debate it. But I'm always wary about doing that because you don't know, like someone could just jump on and start saying like wild unhinged things, and then it's just
the way one thing I wanted to do was have like watch like live viewer summons. You know what I mean? I've seen that on Madden before, where like what a guy will do is he'll have like his subscribers like screen share on PlayStation parties.
Okay.
It's like, all right, everyone bought their bundle or whatever. Let's see what everybody's getting out of their packs, right? And I feel like that could kind of be a good idea. But the problem with that, to me, I think it would have to be. I feel like live wouldn't work because it takes one person just doing something dumb and then it's just over.
Yeah, it just ruins the whole thing, like, and potentially gets your channel in trouble, which obviously for for me is not something I can risk happening. Like, but yeah, it would be kind of funny to do that because obviously everyone has their like opinions and people, and it's hard to get like. It is hard to get your points across sometimes, especially I know this time it's not like we weren't having a serious debate, but like yeah, it's like sometimes it feels like, you know, people are like not quite getting the point that you're trying to make and stuff like that. It's it becomes a much more difficult like thing because I've been over it so many times. Like I know exactly why I think I'm right, but it's like trying to go through all of the details and stuff. It's just it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time as well sometimes, but it's one of those things that it is literally a meme in my streams because we had a really big discussion about it once, like a couple of years back. And then when it came up again, so many people in the chat were like, I really do not want to sit through this discussion again. So then it just became a like, right, we're not talking about this on the stream anymore like ever again, because so many people got so bored of it. But But hey, if you're watching the VOD or on Spotify or anything like that and you want to leave a comment on what you think and why you think it, but at the end of the day, Dokkan categories have more than enough weird things about them and characters that should be on them and aren't. So it's just Dokkan. But at the end, like somebody did mention in the chat, at the end of the day, whether you think I'm right or not, they're not on the category. So at the end of the day, I win because I think they shouldn't be. Stupid. I think they shouldn't be, and they're not. So there you go.
You know what? I hate you.
Put them on Hybrid Saiyans. I'll be fine with that.
Do whatever you got to do, right? That's kind of the whole idea.
But yeah, we appreciate you all coming out. It's fun.
We featured this. We've done this a little bit before, but does anybody have anything interesting coming out this week, next week, whatever it may be?
Ultimate Gohan, Tech Androids.
Today I did a video. We talked. So what I did was I wanted to rate viewers' good teams, and today's video I told them to make the worst team they could make, but the rule was the team had to have a real leader, and the units had to be on the leader skill, and they had to be a UR or higher. So that way it wasn't just, you know, all like SRs and Rs. And I was like, get creative here. And there was some fun stuff.
Yeah.
However, I did have a little bit of an oversight.
Okay.
And thankfully, some people kind of like understood the assignment, but I did get a few teams that were like all types leaders, and I was like, I didn't really think of that. Um, one that jumped out to me was this guy was running like a mono physical team, and the leader was the free to play Chaozu from the Saiyan Saga version Z thing. And there was no synergy whatsoever. So like the Super Saiyan trio was there, but none of their support was active. Um, a rotation of like physical topo and physical hit was there. It was something. But I thought that was fun. I do that over on my community Discord. I've been trying to get more community involvement in my videos because it's just a fun thing. Like you two know. Um, if I do a tweet, if I don't ask Minato to retweet it, it probably won't be long enough for a video. So we gotta, improvise. I can't always be begging Minato to retweet my stuff because that's what I have to do. He makes me beg.
No, I don't do that. I just I tell you to send me the tweet. You're a big fat liar. Don't make me look like that.
Forces me to.
Minato making Vilify work for that clout.
Yeah, he tells
Oh
me,
yeah, you know what? Actually, since you said that, maybe I should do that from now on.
Maybe you should. It's just. I mean, I did say right away. I'm just kidding. But
Yeah.
Shout out to Minato though. If I'm like, hey, I need to do like a best summons video or something. You mind, doing the very laborious task of retweeting this, please? But yeah, no, he's very helpful. I do, or she, excuse me, very helpful. I do appreciate it.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay,
nothing.
so
I've really
for
like
you.
there's the Dokkan stuff going on. Obviously, looking forward to that. Android's details should be out tomorrow. Well, it'll be tomorrow morning for me, technically. I just started playing Dispatch on my second channel, which is super fun. So I'm going to be playing more of that tomorrow for my late stream. But yeah, other than that, just chilling.
I've been seeing a lot of cosplays for Dispatch going viral.
Oh, really?
That it's like a devil lady. It looks like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's
I've
like a
seen a few
red
of
skinned
her.
like demon lady with a massive sword. Yeah, it's got a very cool like cast of characters and some like cool like fairly well known voice actors as well. It's been pretty fun so far. I've done one stream
hear
of it
you.
and played the first couple of episodes because it's one of those like a Telltale game, like make choices, like story kind of thing. And it's really cool. It's very good. It's got like Invincible vibes with like the art style and the fact that it's like superhero
Invincible?
based. Yeah, like the show because it's like
Where's
got
the
that same
opening?
sort of like cartoon stuff. Funnily enough, one of the episodes actually has a really like Invincible like thing where the Dispatch logo comes up. It instantly made me think of Invincible. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'd recommend it if you like that kind of superhero stuff or you like Invincible. I'd recommend checking it out. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll be playing some more of that tomorrow night.
Sounds pretty neat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's everything we got for you today, we appreciate you guys all coming out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you may be doing. If you're watching football, enjoy that. If you're spending time with family, all of that fun stuff. And we look forward to seeing you within the next 2 weeks or so. All depends on how the schedule works out. But you can guarantee that we will be back around to talk to you guys again. So thank you guys all for coming out today. And we appreciate you. Leave a like if you have not already, if you're watching on YouTube. And give a positive rating on Spotify if that's where you're listening. But thank you guys all for listening to this episode of the Slot One Super Podcast. I've been Vilify with Minato and Mass Ningen. I don't know why I almost forgot your name. Please, everyone, have a good night. Thank you for coming out, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
What's your name?